Sigma guys consistently stand out for their forward-thinking and strategically astute perspectives. And anytime somebody uses the word Sigma male, what immediately comes to mind is an image of a man who is shrewd, cryptic, and difficult to locate. However, not every Sigma guy has each of these unique qualities to the same degree. But have you wondered what happens when a Sigma male loses his mind? Don't worry, we'll tell you. Stay tuned till the end and get to know about the Sigma males and their crazy stuff. There are times when Sigma men don't mature properly, and as a result, they become something completely different and poisonous. One possible explanation for this is that they have had unique experiences in their own lives. In any event, the following are 10 indications that the Sigma guy you are dealing with is not fully formed, is immature, and is poisonous. Number 1. They are certain that they are correct 100% of the time. Immature Sigma, it is tough for men to think creatively outside of their preconceptions. They have the attitude that their thoughts are superior to those of everyone else, and if you attempt to challenge them, they take it extremely personally, regardless of whether or not you are correct. If he put too much stock in his gut instinct, it may cause him to be obstinate and fixate on one video or concept to the exclusion of everything else. Being obstinate is not always a bad thing. Sigma males, on the other hand, tend to get too fixated on one concept or vision, to the exclusion of other, perhaps superior options. Number 2. They are not concerned in the least with how you are feeling. Sigma guys in general do not show much concern for the emotions of other people. The mature and healthy one, on the other hand, will continually take into account the requirements of others in their interpersonal relationships. The immature and sick Sigma guys, on the other hand, could care less about how you are feeling. They are so focused on achieving their objectives and pursuing their ideas that they are completely oblivious to the emotional requirements of other people. And when a Sigma male's sentiments aren't established appropriately, it might cause them to develop asymmetrically. Their hunches will be directed toward deciphering hidden meanings and making accurate forecasts. Their minds will be more concentrated on constructing and arranging the world to achieve greater levels of productivity. And most of the time, Sigma guys tend to adopt the erroneous impression that the emotions of other people are irrelevant when compared to the greater picture. That is possibly the reason why they constantly come across as being chilly to everyone else. Number 3. They take great pleasure in subjecting others to radio silence. Males that identify as Sigma are notoriously poor in articulating their emotions. They would prefer not to communicate with you at all, rather than have to reveal the struggles that they are going through. Because of this, Sigma guys tend to have a smaller number of buddies. They wouldn't let you know if you crossed the bounds set by the Sigma men, even if you did so intentionally. Instead, they would sever their connection with you completely. They just do not have the time to talk about how your actions make them feel or the things that you have done incorrectly. Sigma men have the belief that individuals should be responsible for the outcomes of their actions. In addition, as a result of their introverted character, individuals tend to digest how they are feeling before responding appropriately. When the Sigma man has a strong reaction to anything, instead of talking to other people about it, he finds a method to work through his feelings on his own. This is one of the reasons why it is so difficult to forecast the behavior of the Sigma guys. Sigma men who have reached maturity, on the other hand, are aware of the significance of emotional expression and receiving feedback from individuals in their inner circle whom they respect. While a result, even as they work through their emotions on an internal level, they continue to consult with their closest friends. You may also be interested in how Sigma males discover their true love. Number 4. There are instances when the ideas and visions of Sigma males are devoid of real-world data. When Sigma guys take their need for solitude to an unhealthy level, they risk losing touch with the world around them and their relationships with others. They may still have wonderful ideas and visions that blow your mind, but these concepts may not be viable in the context of the actual world. So, even though Sigma guys receive their creative energy from being alone, they still need to be at a social gathering every once in a while. This is because they need to interact with other people. They get the experience of the actual world, which enables them to generate more realistic ideas. In a nutshell, a Sigma male's intuition will become less realistic and accurate if they stop reading up on facts about the world and how it is changing when they stop reading up on information about the world and how it is changing. Number 5. Sigma men tend to be reckless and impulsive in their behavior most of the time. When they are under a great deal of stress and anxiety, Sigma guys tend to behave in a reckless and impetuous manner. They may have less unhealthy coping mechanisms for dealing with stress, such as listening to music, meditating, working out, reading, etc. However, when they are under a high amount of stress, they become impulsive and are more focused on the sensory environment around them. During times of high stress, you could be dismayed to see a Sigma guy behaving in the same manner as a less developed Omega male. Number 6. They ignore the implications of their behavior on their health and physical well-being. Sigma men, on the whole, tend to be so laser-focused on achieving their objectives that they lose notice of everything else happening around them, including their health and physical well-being. When a Sigma guy has a deadline to fulfill, he will forego sleep, healthy eating, and exercise to achieve the deadline. He may have no idea what their physical demands are, including how much water they need to drink. Because of the intuitive character of Sigma guys, notions and predictions are what drive them more than anything else. They have a lower level of interest in the material world. Number 7. They bend logic to fit their idea, which is point number 7. Sigma males who have reached full maturity and development are unconcerned with notions of good and evil. They are interested in knowing the truth about everything. On the other hand, I cannot make a similar assertion about the unhealthy Sigma guys. They often manipulate facts and reasoning to make their ideas and visions seem more plausible. In addition, they will not consider any concept or viewpoint that is in opposition to their own. When in this condition, Sigma males' thinking becomes less autonomous, less objective, and more distorted than normal. Number 8. They have no connection to their feelings. When Sigma guys don't pay enough attention to their emotions, it causes them to be less emotional and causes them to be more severe on themselves. They run the risk of developing an unhealthy preoccupation with their objectives and achievements to the detriment of their unique emotional requirements and inclinations. If the Sigma male follows this route, it will cause them to have a lack of empathy for other people and cause them to become quite frigid. Number 9. They make unjust evaluations of people who express their feelings emotionally. Unhealthy Sigma guys have a greater propensity to find it highly bothersome when other individuals show their emotions. They have a very negative opinion of these individuals, which makes it impossible for the Sigma guy to have any faith in them. After you have shown that you are capable of emotional expression, a Sigma guy will no longer approach you with an open mind. He will be operating on the assumption that something's certain about you. On the other hand, healthy Sigma guys are aware that there is power in diversity and approach interactions with different individuals in an open-minded manner. Number 10. They think they are better than everyone else. Sigma men may, on occasion, let themselves get preoccupied with the concepts and ideas that they have developed. They put such a high value on their insight and reasoning that it leads them to undervalue and disregard the opinions of others. When working together, they dismiss the contributions of others as unimportant and untrustworthy. They make it a practice to have a negative attitude toward those who have preferences that are contrary to their own. Although some guys with the Sigma personality type have more sinister impulses, this personality type has qualities and capabilities that other individuals do not. So, have you ever met a Sigma male who went insane? Comment down your experience. The coolest comment will get a reply from us. But before that, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss another update from us. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.